Hello. Hello, hello, hello. I am here. I am here and I'm fucking with my audio setup. Let's try this. I listened to one of my streams back for like the first time. Because, you know, nobody likes hearing themselves. In video, at least. And yeah, I thought my speech was a bit quiet, so I'm bumping it up. It is now max in OBS. It is 100%, and it's not peaking either. So I think it's great. So I'm sure if you're a regular viewer, you remember this. You remember this glorious project we've been working on. It's done now, though. It's done. It's done and gone. And we'll never mess with it again. It's gone forever. Look. Closing the tab. It's not there anymore. Now, all we have to look forward to is me getting ready to sneeze. Hold on. Ugh. Now all we have to look forward to for the next however long is this. Just errors. Just errors for the rest of the stream. That's it. That's what it's going to be. That's the state of mind I'm entering today with. There is no hope. We will have to suffer. And it will not be pleasant, but I have to do it anyways. It has to be done. I am the hero of my own story. Oh, gosh, that brings back some interesting memories. Like, what if that wasn't the case? Like, you weren't even the protagonist in your own story. You were just like a side character in your life. Oh man, that has some feels. That has some feels. So, this is my rhythm game. Welcome. I'm 90% sure that this error has nothing to do with my code. This error has to do with the fact that when you run an npm install, it goes and looks at what? Package lock, tsconfig. Where are my dependencies? Package. Yeah, package.json. It goes and looks at your package.json. Wow, I need to change this a bit, don't I? It does significantly more than parse SM files, I'll tell you that. It goes and looks at your package.json, and it says, oh, look at all these dependencies that have an up arrow. That means I can use this version or any subsequent version. So that means I have free reign to just go ahead and fuck up all the versions. Just fuck up all the versions and make it so it doesn't work anymore. Yeah. Basically, putting this up arrow next to your version, you're rolling the dice. You're rolling the dice every time you run npm install. Because there's no way you could possibly know if any of your dependencies have pushed a breaking update. You don't get to know that information. And now I wonder which of my dependencies could possibly be the source of this issue. Thankfully, you see here, I've got this incredibly helpful error, which is if is error, throw E. Ah, of course. Is error. Silly me. I forgot to not set that. No, actually it looks like there's some hint here. We see new hash, known internal crypto hash. So this probably helps. Digital envelope routines unsupported. That sounds not like an error with my with this library, but it sounds like an error with TypeScript, because it's like, hey, your library is doing something I don't want it to do. What the flip is a digital envelope routine? Alright, Google. What do you got for me? So it begins. So it begins. Okay, we have a Stack Overflow. Try to uninstall Node.js version 17 plus and reinstall Node.js version 16 plus. Oh, I want to die. Does it tell me? I'm on Node version 16.8. Okay. Hold on. Can I figure out what Node version I'm on? Node version. How to tell... Okay. So, let me tell you a little story. On my laptop, which is not what I'm streaming on right now, on my laptop, I have this same repository. Except that, see, this is spoiling what the next part of the stream was going to be. On my laptop are some changes that I never pushed because they were incomplete. So, but on my laptop, certainly at least you could run npx webpack. Like, you don't get this error on my laptop. So I've got my laptop right here beside me, away from the mic naturally. So, you know, whenever I'm on my laptop, you're gonna hear my voice get quieter. So I'm going to use my laptop to help debug this scenario. How to check node version. Node-v. Okay, node space dash v. Aha! On my laptop, I have node version 16.3. Therefore, I conclude that here, I'm dying. It's just my nose and my sinuses. I always get congestion. Do I get to control what version of Node I'm using? Is that... Do I get to do that in here? I guess not. I guess not. I guess I just have to suffer. Okay. Option 2 in Stack Overflow. If we use the current long-term support version of Node.js, then this error will not come. Downgrade your Node.js version to the current long-term support version, 16.13.0. Well, that's the version on my laptop. That's the precise version on my laptop. There can be multiple ways to install the required version. One of them is using NVM. Why is... Yeah, here's the question. Why is the new version incompatible with old code? In Node.js version 17, the Node.js developers... This is just Stack Overflow, so who knows if it's actually true. The Node.js developers closed a security hole in the SSL provider. What's an SSL provider? I don't really actually know what that is. I know SSL means secure socket layer, but that doesn't really... This fix was a breaking change that corresponded with similar breaking changes in the SSL packages in NPM. When you attempt to use SSL in Node.js version 17 or later, without also upgrading those SSL packages in your package.json, then you will see this error. The correct safe solution is to use an update of Node.js and also use packages that are up to date with security fixes. In your Webpack config, set one of either of the following. Set output.hash function equal xx hash 64 or set experiments.future defaults equal to true. Something about OpenSSL. So supposedly okay, so let's look at my particular error, right? My crypto library uses OpenSSL? Let's be real here, right? Like, What vulnerability am I don't understand what vulnerability this is actually, like, if this is relevant. Maybe it is, right? Like, I'm using that library to sign um, requests that go to AWS. So maybe this is actually, like, if AWS wants different crypto hashes, then I don't know. Okay, Node.js, Open SSL change. I don't. Version 17. How do I Google this? OpenSSL update statement from Node.js.org. Summary. The OpenSSL security releases of May 3rd, 2022 affects Node.js 17.x and 18.x, but highest severity is low. Our assessment of the security advisory is the C underscore rehash script allows command injection. Node.js doesn't use or ship the C underscore rehash script. Therefore, Node.js itself is not affected. OSCP basic verify may incorrectly verify the response signing certificate. Incorrect MAC key used in the RC4MD5 cipher suite. Node.js not affected. Resource leakage when decoding certificates and keys. Node.js are affected by this, which is rated low. Given this assessment, the OpenSSL updates for Node.js will be delivered through the regular Node.js release cycle with releases scheduled by the end of May. Huh? Okay, how about, what if I search my error together with the crypto library, right? Because maybe this is my way out. Maybe my way out is that I'm gonna see if there's a new version of this, right? What if I put crypto.js in quotes? Okay, we have an error report from February. It's a duplicate of this other post. Oh boy. Apparently crypto.js is used by like every library ever. Okay, so the first comment is if you're using Node 17, try downgrading it. Try using Node 14. A workaround is to set an environment variable from 10 days ago. I'm going to close this one because Node 17 has already reached end of life as far as I know. This works well with Node 18. Uh? Uh? What the heck? This doesn't work. You're lying. It doesn't work well with Node 18. Ah! If someone has problem around this, please open a new issue with reproduction steps. Yeah, sure. I'll just send you my 10,000 lines of code. Gosh, dang it, dude. Apparently this is specific to Hard Hat. Can I... Okay, so... Can I just upgrade CryptoJS hoping that it's going to be the solution, even though there's no evidence that it will be the solution? CryptoJS, NPM. Okay, if I click on CryptoJS on NPM, NPM, the most recent publish is a year ago. I see. And it says build failing. Huh. 8,300 dependents on this library. 5 million weekly downloads. It's my own damn fault. Okay. So I think we have to try using the, adding that flag that says, look elsewhere. Where do I put this environment variable export? Okay. So it says, I don't see any exports here. It's like this. This is the thing that it wants to export, right? But at least this is like the suggestion. This is the suggested fix. Do these give me any hints? Okay, so this is not... Yeah, this doesn't help me. Okay, yeah, installing the breaking fixes wouldn't work. In Webpack config, this is an answer from September? No, July? July. NVM? No, I don't have. I think NVM stands for Node Version Manager. I don't have that. Let's try the first suggestion. And it tells me where to put it, too. It tells me in my Webpack config, I should add... What is this doing here? I don't think that should be there. Oh gosh. This? I guess I would do this. That doesn't seem quite right, but okay. Save NPX Webpack? No. No, that doesn't work. Okay. What if I just downgrade Node, right? That seems to be that seems to be a surefire solution. Wait. npm install n? N. N is the name of this pack. This is from 2018. Oh, this is from... Apparently N is the right thing to install. Unsupported platform for N. For Windows... Control panel, programs and features, uninstall. Oh God, it hurts. Ugh. Do I really have to do this? Do I really have to downgrade Node? Jesus. I want a different version, please. I'm on the Node website now. All download options? Okay. No. Different versions. Previous releases. I want 16.3. I will settle for nothing less, because that is the version on my laptop. Yes. Yes. No, 16.13. Sorry, I misread that. Yes. 16.13.0. That is what I need. Which has version 8.1 of NPM. Oh no. I'm gonna have like NPM fighting with Node. This could be deeply unpleasant. Alright, I'm downloading the installer. Oh boy. I'm changing my computer's software while streaming. This can't possibly end well. Wow, dude. My computer just is like barely alive right now. What the heck is... It's really struggling. Well, yeah, I'm using OBS and Chrome and VS Code, and they all use a crap load of memory, so... Alright. I'm going to uninstall Node.js. I am uninstalling Node.js. Oh boy, here we go. Okay, I think it was successful. What about NPM? Can I uninstall NPM? No. Can I should close my other VS Code tab. Yeah, we'll close that. Okay. And now I shall install Node version 16.13. I want to install the Node.js runtime. I want to install NPM. Yes, yes I do. Yes. Yes. Some optionally install the tools necessary to compile native modules. Some NPM modules need to be compiled from C/C++ when installing. If you want to be able to install such modules, you need Chocolatey, allegedly. Do I have Chocolatey on my laptop? Choco. I do. I do. So, I guess, sure. Here we go. I'm installed. Yep. I will make a note that I would like to be able to use the most recent version of Node with this project. And so I should come back to this issue and maybe find a different crypto library. I'm installing additional tools. It has opened Windows PowerShell to install Chocolate. It says Python not installed. That's not true. I have Python installed. Wants Python version 3.11. Cool, I guess. I'm pretty sure I'm going to need to close and reopen VS Code because the shell won't know what the correct node thing is, I'm guessing. Installing Python is taking a long time, apparently. Why is Windows like the red-headed stepchild of operating systems for developers? I don't understand how any modern OS can be like bad for developers. I like operating systems are for developers, I thought, fundamentally. Type enter to exit. Not press enter. You have to type the word enter. What? Okay. Alright. Alright, so I'm going to close VS Code. And then I'm going to open it back up again. Alrighty. I believe you can see it now. Here we are. Let's wait for this terminal to initialize. It took so long. That's so sad. Okay. Now, node dash v. Yes! Yes, 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 yes. What about npm dash v? Okay, what's npm dash v on my laptop? On my laptop, npm dash v is actually 8.11. I guess it doesn't matter. Let's run this. Let's see what we get. Did the error go away? Oh boy. Oh, it's trying. It should not take this long. I guess it's just a first run kind of thing. Hey, good. No, this is good. This is good. This is good. Yes. Yes. I think this is good. I'm pretty sure this is good. I don't know why it took 7 seconds. I think this is great. Okay, finally, finally, finally. Finally. I haven't seen a warning like this before, which makes me curious. Let me just undo. What? There is no undo? Okay, fine. There are no changes here. There's only changes to the dist folder, which is fine. No audio file state export. You are correct. You are correct that there is no audio file state export here, I think. Yes, that is correct. Okay. I guess that's just fine. I guess that's just fine. Okay. Now, we can begin reproducing the changes that are present on my laptop. Yo, you ever pull off a band-aid so hard that it like leaves a bruise on your skin? That's what happened to me. I had a band-aid over my what do you call that? It's not your elbow, it's whatever's on the opposite side of your elbow. Like the inner arm part, you know? I had a band-aid there, and it goes over like I'm slapping the part of my arm. You know that you could tell from the sound, right? That part of your arm. Where you know the place where they inject you all the time for your shots or whatever. Yeah. That skin's really sensitive apparently. It bruised like immediately when I pulled off the band-aid. Okay. So I'm going to do like a git diff on my laptop, and I think that'll give me just like a sequence of instructions, a sequence of changes for me to make. Let's check this out. All right, yes. So, the first happens. Oh, yeah, this is the first file that I need to start in. Okay. Where does this happen? This happens on like line 78. Here. Yes. Yes. I must comment this out. Which makes sense. Because it was in error, so. And it seems that I comment this out as well as commenting all this out. Okay. And that's all for this file. Very good. So what, I was in the middle of some pretty big changes. One of the things I was doing, apparently, was simplifying this like concept of an audio file state, and I guess moving it to someplace else. What was I doing? I remember like around here somewhere. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, in here, I was doing a big refactor, and I was like, you know, what if I had a separate file to track the step file and audio files state, you know? And just like, it's simple enough, just have that in a separate file. Yeah. That was a thing I was working on. Man, it's such a shame that that I don't remember it. Holy crap. Here's play from online. Right, I'm pretty sure I want to move these guys into this. And I think I have one of these types of classes that has a step file and audio file. I have one of these types of classes for each of the pages that use it, which is just play from online and play from file. Okay. Slowly it's starting to come together, but we must continue. I'm so scared. I'm so scared that I'm not gonna remember everything, and I'm just gonna like be totally lost. Alright, let's continue. Online playlist. Online playlist. We have playlist client. We comment that out. We have loaded song name. We comment that out. That's it. That's pretty cryptic. That's pretty cryptic. Wait, no, that's not it. Okay. And now line 29, which is just in here. Okay. We comment this out. Makes sense. Kickoff load playlist. We call this is now to be called load. not commenting that out, we're deleting that outright. Oh yeah, I did a ton of work in here, I think. Yeah, I think I remember. Oh, I remember. So in my notes for this project, it was like I really want to simplify the song and step file loading stuff that happens when you do play from online. Yeah, I think that's what I remember. Okay. So I'm changing this. How am I changing this? Oh. Apparently playlist client. Where is it? Playlist client. Oh, okay. Here it is. Playlist client is now an abstract class. Okay. Which means it's not instantiated. So doing new playlist client doesn't make any sense anymore. Instead, we're going to do playlist client return playlist client dot download and parse playlist, I assume, right? Yeah. That function does exist, and it's a promise that returns a song array. Then we map the songs to initialize displayed playlist, yes. And we just comment this out. Okay. If you say so. That seems fine to me. Yes, there is more to be done here. Line 70. Giant comment. Talking to myself. Oh yeah, okay. Right, here's okay. Yeah. Here's like some actual feature code that I have to recreate here. So I was in the middle of adding a new feature that would... It was an audio sync issue. Okay. So what's the problem with audio sync? The problem with audio sync is I want my animation, my visuals on screen, to be synchronized with the audio. But once I start my animation, I don't want to allow any jumps or corrections. So like if you wanted your animation to be exactly aligned with your audio time, you would just use your audio time to control your animation. But now, in this context, you can't do that. You don't want to do that. Because if the audio timer fucks up for some reason, then you're going to see a visual jump, and the visuals are the most important part for a rhythm game, and the audio is like of secondary concern. But you do still want them to be synchronized. So I need to... Yeah, I had this bizarre problem where I would say, hey, web audio, here's this audio file. Go ahead and start playing it, please. And web audio would be like, I'll get around to it. And the timer, consequently, would I'm pretty sure it just like doesn't update for half a second or something like that, and then it's like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm playing the audio file. Whoops, sorry about that. Um, so basically, I program in or I will like 2 seconds or so, or some amount of seconds, depending on how early on the step file starts, of silence. I basically add silence to the start of the audio file so that I will be able to literally wait for the web audio to start the song. I need to add a gap of time where I can wait for web audio to start the song. And I'm constantly checking, hey, can we go yet? Can we go yet? Have you started? Are you synchronized? Yeah. So I comment out all of this. Okay. What's the new function name, I guess? I comment that out. You can't always trust the diff is the thing. You know? So I'm like a little bit wary of what's going on here. Apparently I delete both of these lines. Oh, no, I don't delete them, I comment them out. And I comment, okay. So I just comment all this out, right? And I believe load step file is commented out. Get song ID is... Oh. Get song ID is not commented out, it is simply changed. All I did was this. Oh, and I've added... Oh, and this is public now. The song name. No. This dot current contents. The current contents of what? Where's current contents? Huh? Oh, it extends paginated list. Paginated list has current contents, doesn't it? Okay, it does. Okay. The contents of the paginated list, we get the one corresponding to here. And apparently 1 is the name. Okay. It's an any array. Right. It's so generic that we don't actually... This is like overly generic, probably. Like, wouldn't it be nice if we, instead of doing bracket 1, we could just do like dot name or something like that? Why does this need to be so generic? Okay. Actually, I should put it in here, in notes. God, this is so big. Oh my god. Okay, that's fine. Anyways, this is what I have. This is what I have. And that's it with that file, I believe. Yeah. Now we're messing with this, play from online. We're commenting this out. Okay. So I guess I'm deciding... What am I deciding? Yeah, all this like stateful stuff where we're loading songs and storing songs. Let's store all that state nonsense in a separate file. Sure. Yep. Naturally, we're commenting this out as well. That makes sense. With my current understanding of what we're doing. Then we go to here. And what are we doing? We did change the name of this function. Now it is called load. I'm sure it's fine. No, I don't want to do that. I'm worried that I just changed this and I didn't actually do like a rename operation on it, but it's probably fine because I think this is only used in this context, in this folder. So it's probably fine. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do this change everywhere, aren't I? Jumping down to line 160. What do we have here? If not, playlist menu create result. If it's false that the playlist menu create result already exists, then So instead of this, it's going to be play from online files manager. Okay. I think that's... Oh, come on. Play from online files manager. Question. Do I know... Aha. Okay, I neglected that part. So rename this file to match the new class name. Play from online files manager. Last loaded song index doesn't exist in there. That's fine. I think we'll get there eventually. We're going through the files in alphabetical order, so maybe I should skip ahead to that part so that we don't have these errors sitting around. And then come back. Play results. That is the end. Huh? I guess I gotta go to this version of the Play from Online Files Manager and like compare. Okay. This has... Oh, it's kind of like I just took these and moved them over. Oh, silly me. Ooh, can't spell that properly. Online. Okay, that's fine, I guess. So this, I just do this again, I believe. Okay. This is a very long line. Let's go back to the diff. Yeah, this seems correct. This seems correct. And now let's jump ahead a bit. Line 214. Oh, same change, I think. I think that was what I needed to do. Yeah, okay. Moving along. Ooh, this is a pretty drastic change. Leaderboard button on click. Right, I remember this. Oh, I remember this vaguely. I remember I really hated this function. I remember I really hated this function and I wanted to use it less. And so I did a pretty big refactor to everything that used it. Okay. Okay, it was like, so I'm basically just gonna rewrite this whole function and see how far I get. Oh, okay. I haven't written that function in this file yet. Let me go write that function. Yeah. I put it down here, I guess. Okay, what's the problem this is trying to solve? Get info for selected song. So the user is on the online playlist and they select a song. Okay. I presume I have to go ask the thing that interacts with the UI, what song did they select? What information do you have about it? Because I need to go make a request to the database to get that song. Right? I assume that's what's going on here. It's going to return a song ID and a song name. Or null, apparently. And okay, I'm sort of reusing a lot of this. Okay. So this comes down here. Radio table, get ID of selected option. And the ID of it is this.playlist menu ID dash radio. Ooh. Oh man, I definitely want to come back and redo some of the UI here. Oh man. Oh, it's so bad. It's so bad. It's so bad. It's fine. It's fine. Oh, I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed and I feel bad. I don't do any of this stuff, evidently. So if I fail to get an integer from this, oh, this seems like a lot of work just to get a number from a freaking radio table. But okay. I have an error message for this for some reason. I don't think I've ever gotten this error message. Oh, that's the null, I guess. Okay. Otherwise, I will return the object with the stuff in it. Okay. I have a files manager, and it has an online playlist, and that playlist can get the song ID for an index. Okay. And that's because of pagination. Because in memory, I have all the songs and their song IDs, but what I'm displaying to the user is not the whole everything. So I have to be like, okay, the user selected an option on the radio table, let's say option 6. But that's not true. That doesn't correspond directly to what I have in memory. So I have to have some function that does the math to, like, multiply by our page number, or like, yeah, page size times number of pages that we're on, and then plus that index. Exactly this, yeah. And we might as well put that function in here, because this thing extends paginated list. It makes sense. Where was I? I'm lost, help. I'm buried in code. Okay. That's totally fine. Also, probably, the song name is a similar story. Yeah, the song name is a similar story. And we need the song name because eventually on the results screen, we want to show the user, hey, you just completed this song. So we have to pass that information along somehow. And this, I guess, seemed like the most elegant solution at the time. And I guess this is like slightly redundant? Oh, no, I guess it's not. Because there's a... Right. Wait, what? Oh, right. Oh, boy. Yeah, the user can also filter this list by difficulty. There's like a difficulty filter. They can specify a range. And so I guess I have to like maintain this like ID lookup thing. Oh boy. Oh boy. I have a lot to learn about this code base, man. I have a lot to learn. Yeah, this used to be so fresh, I guess. Or, you know, probably it wasn't so fresh. It was more like I was I was able to to like do the work that I was worried about, and I actually didn't understand this part, but I was ignoring it. That's probably what's actually going on. Oh, this is not a number. This is a string. Even I know that. I don't have to look at my laptop for that one. Okay. And I return this information. Return. Earn. My brain. What is my brain doing right now? That was a successful execution of a sequence of keystrokes. Now we scroll back up in the diff to where we were, which is changing the set leaderboard button behavior function. Okay. When the user clicks the leaderboard button, we're gonna get the song info. Why doesn't this say or null when I mouse over it? Why doesn't this say or null? It should. Right? It should. Look, right there. It says or null. I don't... Okay, that's weird. VS Code is being weird. If song info is null, return. If for any reason we can't get the song info, then it's game over, I guess. I can't imagine that actually happening, but sure. I disable this button. See, this is a nice function. Just disable button. That's very useful. I like that. This dot on song loaded is equal to So, okay, I'm going to call this function, which I haven't written yet. I'm going to be calling this function. And when that function finishes loading, I guess, yeah, when that function finishes loading, this play from online has somewhere in it where it's constantly checking if the load is finished, which is yeah, I have is files ready. I think I had planned on totally changing this at some point. But nevertheless, it's here. Shouldn't it be this dot? Oh god, it's in util. It's in util. It's in util. If is files ready, it just checks the state of a bunch of stuff. I guess the reason why I decided to do it this way is because we're loading 2 files. And it's like a complicated sequence of things to load those 2 files. Wait, okay, no. For play from online, how it works actually is we're loading a single file. Um, we're requesting a single file from the database, and that file actually contains both the step file and the audio file. Because it's doing it the FFR way. Yeah. So yeah, I still don't. I think there's no reason why I can't set this up to just use promises realistically. Yeah, I guess. I guess it's just weird. It's just kind of broken. And I still have to write this function, but that's fine. Okay, anyways. On song loaded. Storage util. Get key from tracks. Dot step file. Dot tracks. Oh. I didn't notice that. Okay, okay. It actually makes a lot of sense to just call this the step file. This isn't used anywhere, is it? Oh crap, it is used. Okay. So I'm going to do F2. To rename it and change every place where it's used. That's all set. It totally makes sense to not, you know, play from online files manager dot play from online stuff. Yeah, it's redundant, so that's fine. This seems sensible. Leaderboard dot initialize song hash. Okay, and this is because, okay, so once we've loaded the step file, we hash it to get the key that we need to go ask the database, hey, what's the leaderboard look like for this particular song? Yeah, I can live with that. And then we actually go to the leaderboard page. This is not asynchronous. It certainly looks asynchronous. I guess yeah, okay. So we go to the leaderboard page even though it's not, like, done loading yet. Which is fair. Yeah, that's totally fair. That is a desirable user experience. Okay. But load step file. What is up with load step file? I need that function. I was not previously instructed on how to get it. Okay. So, oh gosh, this is huge. We've got several functions we need to write here. And then I think we've got, what's the other one? Oh. Oh, okay. I'm guessing these two must be pretty similar. And then there's get SWF down here. Okay. And I have to assume that these functions end up calling get SWF? Surely they must both start with that, right? Step file and step file and audio file, they both need the SWF. Yes, that's correct. They do both start with that. Oh, also load playlist. Should online playlists really be something that you have to instantiate? Probably not. Probably not. So there is at least kind of a file to manage here with online playlist. It might not seem like there is, but we have to go and ask the database or the server, AWS, like, hey, I know you have this file that has a list of all the songs. Give me that file. And so in a sense, yes, we are managing that file. So there are 3 files to manage: the step file, the audio file, and the playlist. I just don't know why I have to express it this way. I would probably prefer to have it static. Have it be like an abstract class. Because online playlist, there's only ever one of it. And it's not used elsewhere. Step file and audio file are used elsewhere. But there's only ever one of this. And yeah, and you know, whenever you pick a new step file, you have to swap out the old one and then get the new one in. I guess you could kind of write the same logic both ways. Maybe I shouldn't care. I don't know. Yeah, you need the song ID to get the SWF. That's fair. The inclusion of song name in this seems a bit suspect, right? But okay, whatever. This is mad at me though. Oh, look at this message. Cannot find name song ID. Did you mean Sond ID? Did you mean Sond ID? No. No, I really didn't. I did not mean Sond ID. Okay, and now let's look at this. I love to see comments like that. I comment that out, and this is changed drastically. This is changed drastically. Oh, okay, check this out. I kinda need this down here. So that's cool. I keep trying to take my mouse and bring it over to my laptop, which is to the left, and it's like, oh, it just can't break through reality and get over to my laptop. Does it matter if I put a weight here? Does it matter? Considering that I return a promise? Like, what? Like, why would I put a weight? It clearly doesn't make any... whatever. Questioning the code that I wrote. Okay, what's happening next? This doesn't seem to happen at all. Maybe it should. Okay. Yes. This does happen in here. This dot step file dot load FFR beat map chart data song name. And then I say audio file dot load blob. I guess the blob is the audio part of it. Yeah? There's the chart data, which is number, string, string array. Yeah, that's like the raw FFR beat map thing. And then this is just the audio data. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Then what do I do after that? So the audio file has been loaded. Also, I have a comment here, which I will recreate. I think that's alluding to the fact that I'm messing with the audio file. Like, I'm trying to add silence to the start of it. That's sort of this this big feature I'm working towards, which will take a while, evidently. So, like, how much silence have I added to the start of the audio file? You know, do I want to re-add the... Do I want to, like, store the unaltered version of the audio file in addition to this new altered version? Things like that. I think those are the kinds of problems that I was thinking about. Okay, and now this is basically this. It's similar. I don't know if it's the same, but this is similar. Note start time equals get time of earliest note. I guess I import this? Yeah. Okay. Okay, I say minimum wait time is 3 seconds. Now I'm gonna cross-check all this to make sure it is identical to what I've got on my laptop. Note start time. Note start time. Desired increase seconds. Get sample rate. And I have to convert the number of seconds to a number of samples, which might not be a whole number thing. That seems right. This.audio file set num silent samples. I I comment out this part. I comment out that part. I guess audiofile.ready doesn't exist anymore? Yeah, it does not. Okay. Because I'm switching to this whole promise-based thing, so we're returning a promise. So, like, whoever's calling this can assume that the audio file is ready when it's done. And this is an error here and also on my laptop, so we're good. Semicolon. Return. I was missing a return. Now we are in sync with the laptop for this file. Which means we can finish what we were trying to do with the leaderboard thing. Song name. What was I doing exactly? Not totally sure. Okay. Disable the button. On song loaded. This. Yes. Yes. Load step file. Play from online. Dot is SWF load started equals true. Okay. What a mess, dude. What a mess. It is quite complicated just to load some files. And delete all this other stuff. Okay. I assume, okay, it looks like something similar needs to happen here. Semicolon. Semicolon. For starters, I'm just going to copy that even if it's not totally correct. Online playlists I'm not using at all. Huh? I guess that's right. I guess that's right. Let's see. Okay. Disable the button. Replay button. Disable the replay button. Okay. Get the song info for the selected song. Disable the replay button. For replays, yes, we do need to load the song. And we load the step file and the audio file, yes. It's only for the leaderboards that we don't need to load the audio file. But, like, yeah, it makes sense. Why bother loading it if you don't need to load it? We don't do anything with a song hash, actually. We want to set the current page to replays, but first we call replays.initialize. Okay, there's some symmetry there. Dot audio file. Pages. Pages dot play from online. I believe when you load the replays page, it asks you, hey, what was your last page? So that when you click the like continue or exit button on the replays page, it knows what page to return to, because you can get to the replays page from multiple pages. That makes sense to me, at least. Does it matter? You can just put frickin' semicolons anywhere, can't you? Just like line up a bunch of semicolons. I hate that. It's like optional, but it's look, I put it there. Oh my goodness, dude. God help me. The freaking style, code style. Okay. Set, load, and play button behavior. This looks really complicated, so, but I can delete it. I'm trying to think. So this is in the context, this is all like UI stuff, right? This is, I have immediate mode UI, and so I need to have this in a function. Yeah, okay, it makes sense. Basically copy this, because it starts out very similar. Disable the button after you click it, because it has loading to do. And what does it load? We load the step file and the audio file. We disable the button. On song loaded. Init playing display. And I'm gonna pass in, okay, I see what's happening. I'm passing in enough stuff that I actually want to do it different line for each item. But otherwise it's the same pattern. Okay. Set current. Oh, this is a then. Oh, I see. How did it end up over there? It's a curious place to decide to put it, but whatever. Oh, okay. It decided to do this as a one line. That's fine. It is set current page, right? Yes. Pages.play is the page that it goes to. And this is a problem because why? Oh, stepfile.tracks. Good. Sensible. interesting. Technically you can write this without the curly braces. Because it's actually a one-liner. Okay, sure, fine. Cool. This is done. Next is the sync button behavior. Hold on. How am I doing on time? How am I doing on time? I've gotten some voicemails. Okay, hold on. Let me deal with this voicemail spam. It's a 2-second voicemail. Do I bother listening to it? Okay, I bother. I bother listening to it. Hold on. Dude, the same asshole apparently has been calling me every day without fail and leaving a 2-second voicemail of silence. So it's obviously a robocaller. Let me block that phone number. In case you don't know, I am constantly attacked by spam calls all the time. And there's no end to them. You can't block them all. You cannot block them all because you can spoof phone numbers. They could generate a new phone number in a second, I think. Sorry, I'm just like cleaning out my email or my voicemail inbox now. God, I hate having a phone. It's just not fun anymore. Having a phone number, actually, does not do much for me these days. I was looking at my phone to check the time. Okay. Yes, I must continue. I must press on. I must press on. Sync button behavior. Okay. What? Oh gosh, dude. Dude. Auto formatting, you suck. It did it again. It did it again. It did it again. Okay, this is init sync game display. That's what we're gonna do. Okay, so we're gonna do like this again. This dot, or is it play from online files manager dot step file dot tracks. pages.play from online is our return page. Yes, yes it is. And we also pass the song title. Very good. My voice, dude. Okay. This dot on song loaded, do this. And what else do we need to do? Oh, okay. So this gets a curly brace strategy because this is not asynchronous? Correct. This is not asynchronous. So we do have to directly do page manager dot set current page. Or we do this not in a then. Load step file and audio file, and is Swift start load started true. Yeah. Okay, that's correct. You know, you do something 4 times in a row and it starts making sense, oddly enough. Alright, I'm a little bit cold. I'm gonna get a sweater, and I think I'm just gonna like take a break for a minute and then come back to this. So I'm gonna come back in like 5 minutes ish, and we will continue this. We continue. We must go on. We must go on. Dude, this is hell, though. This is so unpleasant. Oh, compared to the coding that I've been doing on the fun little side project, this is just brutal, dude. Um, but we are making progress. That is the important thing. Everybody's gonna have those days where, just give myself a pep talk here real quick. Hold on. Everyone's gonna have those days where you do some of the not fun parts of the coding, and there's always, the reality that if you step away from a project for 2 months when you were in the middle of implementing a very complex feature, there's gonna be some learning curve there. There's gonna be it's supposed to be, it's not supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be difficult. That is what you should expect. You should expect it to be really unpleasant. But you should take solace in the fact that you can go back and reread the code. You can follow the sequence of steps. It is all logical. It is all possible to be understood. Yes, this is doable. It was written by a human. It was written by a human that you know very well. In fact, you have a lot in common with the human that wrote this program. It was me, by the way, in case you didn't know that. Yeah, no, it's me. I wrote it. I inflicted this pain upon myself. It was me. It was me all along. Oh my god, it was me. I did it. I did it to myself. Okay. On the bright side, I do have to go in about 15 minutes or so. So I'm going to set a timer for myself. Okay. I need to go in 15 minutes because I have a thing in an hour. And so I want to leave like 45 minutes or so for me to eat. For me to prepare food and then eat it. Yeah. That is my plan. So, we press on. We press on knowing that break time is near. Even though I did just take a 5-minute break. Maybe I just take another 15-minute break, Maybe I just like... no, I'm kidding. Okay. So we did... what is this for? This is the sync button behavior. Yeah, so like every time you select a song, it pops up a bunch of buttons at the bottom that tell you your options for said song, and you can do a lot of crap with every song. You can start the audio sync wizard. You can you can load the leaderboards. You can play the song, and some other thing, I think. No, that's it. Yeah, that's all you can do. So now, I'm pretty sure... did I delete this whole function? I basically did, right? Let me look in my diff. Or, no, it'd be later down in the diff anyways, wouldn't it? Yeah, okay. Load selected song and disable button. Yeah, so this was deleted. Oh, it was commented out, actually. Yeah, no, this was just all commented out, I guess. Yeah. Okay. It was commented out in a slightly different state than I have it currently. Hmm. Let me try to match the state of how it was commented out in this code. Okay. I refactored this whole thing, I think. Yeah, I moved this down here. And I said I refactored it to be like this dot get info of selected song. Right, right. See, this error message has been effectively moved down here. Right. Okay. I disabled the button. Yeah, see, this was like a generalized version of what we just wrote. But I decided that rather than trying to have a general thing that works for all cases, because yeah, you have to. How it used to work is you had to pass in your function, and then it would be like, oh yeah, I'll assign that for you. Totally made the code like really hard to read. Yeah, and now we don't have a console.log. Evidently, we didn't have this to do. We did have play from online files manager.load. And how I did it before was I just loaded both the step file and the audio file. Hold on. I actually meant to comment out this line. Aha, yes. Again, we're trying to match what I have on my laptop. Yeah, that seems about right. Good. Okay, and then I comment all this out. That was just like a refactor of what this function used to be. I guess in case I decide to go back to it. And now, I think this is correct. Yes. So that completes the changes for this file. And then I have a part of the diff where I'm deleting a whole file, it looks like. Yeah, I delete I delete what was called step file and audio file thing. And I replace it with what we now have, play from online files manager. Now we change to play results. Now we change to the play results file, which has one error currently. Okay. Oh yeah, I think this is the one change that I make in the file. Play results. isn't this general for... Isn't this supposed to be generic for either you're playing from file or you're playing from online? Weird. No, play from online. That one. Yep. And I guess I should delete this. I didn't delete it on my laptop, but I don't think there's a reason not to. Oh no! He's done it! He's deleted the thing! Ah, he's in trouble now. Now we open up the step file. Oh dear. Oh dear, where is it? Here it is. And what have I done? There was string to note type. I have completely deleted this. Did I move it someplace else? Uh-oh. I don't know where I move it to. At least I assume I need it for something. Get note from parse note. This dot... What? Okay, am I in the right file? Am I in the right file right now? I was just in play results. Okay, yeah, and now we're starting on another file. And I evidently just moved it to the mode interface. Wait, no. No, I moved, oh, okay, I moved it into this class. Now I understand what the diff that I'm looking at is saying. So I believe this is called one time here. And so, okay. Yeah, I totally agree with this refactor, at least. This is not controversial to me at all. It's not really related to the feature we're working on. It's more of just like an improvement, but when I'm coding, I don't like to restrict myself. I just say like, you know what? If I feel like refactoring this particular class right now, I better do it. I better do it and not like wait for some other time later on to fix it. You know, like if you have time to lean, you have time to clean. That doesn't make a lot of sense in this context, but it's like if you feel like cleaning stuff, you should clean it. Good luck doing that in a corporate environment, though. Would not recommend. Because in a corporate environment, you have to show somebody your code changes. And so they're going to raise an eyebrow when they see unrelated changes. It's like, wait a second. You moved that function? Who told you to do that? What ticket on Jira does that correspond to? Okay, I think we're good to go. I see a message on Discord. Ah, okay. That's fine. I can ignore that. See, Discord likes to send you notifications for irrelevant stuff. At least that one, I admit. Discord, good job sending me a notification for that one. Because it was directed at me, so fair enough. Okay. That actually ends the diff. That is the whole diff that we've gone through now. I was kind of hoping there was more to it. That doesn't give us a lot to go on, does it? Oh, crap. Well, shucks. So I should see approximately the same contents here. Get status. So I see that's fine. Audio file. Online playlist. Play from online. Deleted that. Yes. And a new untracked file. Yeah. It looks the same. Okay. I thought I had done more on my laptop. Interesting. So if I do npx webpack right now, oh, why does it take so long to run? Oh, it takes a really long time to run, doesn't it? Well, it was 7 seconds before, wasn't it? So that's fine. And I removed audio file state. What a mystery. What a mystery I've set up for myself. Right? Like, I remember I did have like a big block comment somewhere. Yeah, there's a giant comment here, right? We're probably going to have to continue this Sunday. Here's what the sequence of events needs to be. Download the SWF file. Yeah. Parse the SWF file to get the chart data and the audio blob. Yes. Load the step file and audio file. Yeah, I agree with that. Based on the first note of the step file and the user config, decide how many silent samples we need to add. And I'm pretty sure that the user config comes into play where we need to find the first time that a note will appear on screen. Something like that, I think. Also, it's essential that we don't repeat the adding silence step of this process. Okay. Store in the audio file how many samples have been added. Did I do that? I did. Okay. Okay. if we're starting a song and the number of samples we need is different from what we have, then we have to re-download. Or if we don't want to have to re-download, we have to store the original audio array buffer as well as the current one. Right, which it seems like I was on the way to doing that. It seems like I was on the way to doing that. That seems fine. That seems fine. Okay. Cool. Cool, I guess. Alright. Well, at least next time I won't need my laptop next to me. But I'm on my own now. I gotta figure out where we're going with this feature and like get it done. This seems like a lot of errors, but it's really not. It's mostly just like online playlist state and audio file state. Those will probably be really easy to fix. The real thing that I've got to do is I was in the middle of like being all up in, where's play from online? I was all up in play from online trying to simplify the whole like on song loaded and is files ready and stuff like that. I think the bulk of it is actually happening here. I mean, I have done some simplification already, I suppose. Or maybe it's, where is this? It's in playlist client? Yeah, I think here's where the bulk of stuff happens now, right? Yeah. Okay. Yep. Well, cool. I mean, it kind of worked out. We got to the end of the changes around the time that I wanted to end the stream, so it's okay. It worked out pretty good. Worked out pretty good. Great. Well, hey, thank you for sticking through this. If you did, in fact, stick through it. I barely stuck through it myself, so. Yeah. Next episode will be a little bit better, but maybe not much. In like a week or so, VOD watchers, come, just like stop watching my streams. Come back in a week. Come back in a week. It'll be more fun. I'll have figured out what's going on. Holy crap. Thanks for watching. Hopefully see you Sunday. Until then,